Finally, Playtonic has released some new information on Yooka-Laylee. It had been about over a month, I think, since they released some information last, and so I was starting to kind of wonder, because they had been releasing some updates pretty frequently, and then they just kind of stopped, so I was like, are they going to release anything new? But now they've pulled through, and I'm excited to bring you some new information on Yooka-Laylee. This first bit of news, it's another brand new character reveal. This character is called Rextro64, which right away is you can tell is harkening back to the Nintendo 64 with the whole 64 thing. And I think that's pretty cool if they do that, because Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie were on the N64. As you can see, he's a dinosaur, and what his role in the game will be is that he will be in charge of the arcade games in Yooka-Laylee, and I'm guessing that that'll kind of, Banjo-Tooie had some arcade games, so I'm guessing that this will kind of be the same idea, and he'll be the guy in charge of that. As you can see, he has kind of a play button medallion around his neck, and I like how that's, 8-bit style the medallion is, and that kind of brings the older style of games mixed in with this newer graphic format, which I think is really cool. The designer for him, Mark Stevenson, actually said that, he kind of drew inspiration for this character from characters from when he first began making games. He said, he kind of drew inspiration from characters on, Donkey Kong 64 and stuff. And, if you look at his feet and his hands and stuff, there's one person that really jumps out at me from that game is the antagonist, King K. Rool. His limbs and especially his feet were kind of polygonal shaped almost, and so I think it's really cool how he went back in time, so to speak, to get that idea. This last bit of news for this video is, I guess you could say, kind of new news. Grant Kirkhope put out a version of the World 1 theme, which I've already had play before, but this time he included some of the environmental variations that are included with the song, and I think that's really cool how he did that. In basically all the past Rare games, they have the music in the level will change, regarding to what your character is doing at the time. Now, as I start to bring in the song, I'd like to just kind of make some speculation on what I think this first level could be. They haven't, said anything for sure, but from what they've released so far, there was that skeleton person, and they said that you had to save her in the first world, and so, skeleton, and then they just introduced a dinosaur. This almost makes it sound like it might be kind of like a prehistoric level, maybe. So far, this has all sounded like the regular theme, but here as it transitions, this almost sounds something more like, they've done in Banjo-Kazooie, where, you're in the, main character area, where a lot of the stuff happens. This sounds like it might be something where dinosaurs are going on. I can't, this is all just speculation again, so don't quote me on this, but it definitely seems like this could be, some dinosaur-type level. Here's going to transition again. And now to me here, this style definitely sounds more like, you're up high, maybe you go up on a mountain or something, because in Banjo-Kazooie games, the music always kind of transition to stuff like this, where it's lighter instrumentation, so maybe you're climbing a mountain or something, you're at the top of it. They typically tend to do that with the, higher woodwind instruments. They kind of do that where it's backed off a little bit. That it's just a possibility. And then here it's gonna transition again, and this one I think I actually might have right. So to me, this part here sounds like it'll play while you're swimming underwater, because in the games in the past, they typically tend to do stuff like this while you're swimming underwater. Just kind of like the slower moving parts. So I'm guessing that's going to be while you're swimming underwater. Just to state again, I don't have any knowledge of this game. This is just from what I've just thought of from having played Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you think that this first level is going to be a dinosaur level, that's cool. If you're just excited about the game, let me know. Make sure to leave some comments, ask me questions, let me know how excited you are for the game. I'm still really excited for it. And I think that Playtonic said they're going to be releasing some new info again soon, so make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for that. I'll try to cover that as soon as that's out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to still play the game in its entirety when it comes out, so that's going to be a blast. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.